Bartsong Tavern.
They say the Trackless Sea is empty. That's what fools believe. You don't hear the truth in clean halls or merchant houses. You hear it where the lamps burn low, where wet boots dry beside the fire, and rum tastes more like memory than drink. The sea keeps what it takes, whispers from the purple rocks. So you've come to hear an old man's tale, have ye? Don't expect sunshine and rainbows, me lad. The sea, she's a cruel mistress, and she's taught me a thing or two about what truly lurks beneath the surface. The Trackless Sea stretches wider than reason, storms rolling across it like beasts with no shore to stop them. Waves rise like walls, winds scream like broken rigging, and sometimes the sky turns black so fast a man thinks the world itself has closed its eyes. Ships vanish there. Not wrecked, not scattered, just gone. Storm took my first mate, left his boots. I kept the boots. Here you can have them. Maybe they bring you more luck than him. Aye.
I tell you, the lights we saw weren't...
Old sailors claim krakens take them. Vast shapes beneath the swell, mouths wide enough to swallow masts whole. A calm sea one moment, then the water folds inward like a throat, and ship, crew, and prayers are dragged into silence. Others insist it's not always the kraken. Sometimes it's the sea collecting what it's owed. Because out there, sailors don't trust calm water. They pay it. Coins first, gold if they have it, silver if they don't. A toss over the rail, quiet and quick. Some go further. A knife drawn across the palm, blood dripping into the waves. For Umberlee, they whisper, the queen of the depths, the storm mother. She is not loved, she is paid. There are temples to Umberlee along forgotten coasts, half-flooded chambers where seawater laps at stone floors. Cultists wade waist-deep, chanting, drinking the sea as sacrament, baptized in salt and tide. Do not be fooled by Umberlee's shining temples in the great cities, nor by her beautiful, seductive priestesses. Her true devotion lingers far from the harbors. Black pyramids rise in strange places, smooth stone cutting through surf where no mason ever worked. Places where Umberlee draws what's given. Acolytes of Umberlee walked barefoot across broken shells, letting the tide wash away their blood. If the sea accepted the offering and cleansed their wounds, they were hers forever. Seen a rat drowned in a bowl? Priests call it devotion. They begin with animal sacrifices. Fish, birds, whatever they can offer. Then come greater gifts. A hand of the drowned is said to be precious, a token of adoration. And deeper still, there are tales of victims bound and lowered into dark pools, offered to a waiting kraken below. Chosen ones, they call them. Oi! Can you swim, lad? Good. The sea likes confident meals. Far from the trade routes lie the purple rocks, jagged cliffs rising like broken teeth from a restless sea. If you're lost in the Trackless Sea and drift there, you are not welcome. The hold of Umberlee runs deep. Every life begins with a debt, and it is paid early. At dusk, they set their firstborn into the tide. a small shape wrapped and silent. The sea takes it, without a ripple. When the fog rolls in, the sea spawn come ashore to claim what was given. Some of them were once those same children sent out in the dark, and no one on those cliffs cries out. They only watch until the tide turns. Because what the sea takes, it sends back changed. They call them sea spawn, believed to serve Umberlee directly. Collectors of debts the sea itself claims. What remained was no longer human. Barnacles clung to their skin like tattoos of the abyss. Their bodies warped into horrific amalgamations of marine life and humanoid form. Tentacles where arms once were. Eyes like cephalopods. Skin slick and cold as the deep. And hair that swayed like seaweed in the current. They come closest at high tide, especially in fog. Especially near the purple rocks. Even in waters claimed by Umberlee, not all who move below her tides serve her willingly. Other things share those waters. Sea hags on broken reefs, trading charms for calm seas that never last. Some whisper her name when storms gather. Marids glimpsed in shimmering currents. Proud princes of the deep, treating even her fury as something to bargain around. Aquatic elves moving beneath ships like shadows. Guardians of ruins lost beneath centuries of tide, watching what her storms uncover. Sharks circle survivors. Sunken treasures glitter below. Divers chase them, lungs burning, spears ready. For in her waters, even those beyond her rule must live by her temper. A few surface rich and wish they hadn't. Some surface mad, and most never surface. Not all who serve the sea are mindless. I once trusted a sea hag. She only ate half of my crew. A fair bargain, I would say. And beneath all of it, whispers coil around one name. Slarkrethel. Not merely a kraken of terrifying size, but the deep mind moving beneath Umberlee's wrath. Founder of the Kraken Society, a cabal of assassins, thieves, and mages stretched across distant shores. A mind that counts, waits, and remembers who has not yet paid. They say he doesn't just sink ships, he moves pieces for the Storm Queen. Storms that strike too precise. Ships lost in patterns, villages vanishing without struggle. When storms approach without wind, sailors stop speaking entirely. So when you sail the Trackless Sea, when fog creeps over calm water, when the purple rocks appear on the horizon, when you see shapes moving in the shallows, throw a coin, cut your palm, whisper a prayer. Because the Trackless Sea does not forget. The sea always rolls last. So tell me, sailor, will ye serve a ship above the waves, or answer the call beneath them? Mark your choice below. Aye,